Do you guys remember Atrioc? There was a big controversy with him a while ago, but if you slow down the footage, it seems like he accidentally tabbed into a website which shows a catalog of a bunch of girls. The audience caught this and did a little digging, and they managed to discover that this blurry image was actually a not safe for work deepfake site, which specifically creates deepfakes of some of the most popular gaming personalities out there.
It's so anger-inducing because, like, the first thing he did was go live and apologize to his stream.
She's right. Like, he should have just apologized to the people actually involved rather than his stream. Now, why was he able to make a comeback? And here's what he said.
It's been 6 months.
You were able?
You guys remember Atrioc? There was a big controversy with him a while ago where basically he was a really big streamer, right? Huge streamer. He had a show called Marketing Monday. He was friends with Ludwig. He was friends with all these guys. He was friends with Cutie Cinderella, who was Ludwig's girlfriend, I believe. And he was eventually caught paying for a website which had deepfake of fellow streamers. I think his claim at the time was that he wasn't actually getting off to people he knew in real life. It was like getting off to streamers he didn't really know. But it was pretty silly for him to do that. He ended up agreeing to do a like crying stream, which I think was really dumb. He cried the entire stream. His wife is there like embarrassing him over it, which like, I'm not saying like it's not a big deal interpersonally, but I feel like doing like a public thing about it is really dumb. I feel like he should have just apologized to the actual people who were there.
Hello.
What time is it where I am?
This is the part where it pops up, by the way.
PST.
Now, if you weren't paying attention, you may have actually missed it, but if you slow down the footage, it seems like he accidentally tabbed into a website which shows a catalog of a bunch of girls. And his and this is it. Audience caught this and did a little digging, and they managed to discover that this blurry image was actually a not safe for work deepfake site, which specifically creates deepfakes of some of the most popular gaming personalities out there. Okay, and I'm not going to defend the fact that he was to his peers, co-workers, friends, right? I don't think he was to Cutie Cinderella, but a lot of people are under the impression he was. At the very least, he funded a website that was directly making deepfake AI of Cutie Cinderella, which is okay. It is pretty. I don't think you can deny that. The crying stream, bro. I feel like he should have just personally apologized to people involved. I don't think it needs to be like a public thing in this way. I don't think he should have done a stream with his wife crying. I feel like it was pretty dumb, dude. Like, I don't know why his wife let him do this. Just embarrassing him. She's supposed to have his back.
Obviously, you know, there's people from LSF. They're gonna make a bunch of jokes and things. I'm definitely gonna address everything today. But you know, if you say something way over the line, I ask the mods to stop it. But I'm not like trying to hide anything or talk about it all. Just I don't know if you could keep it just semi-civil, that would help.
His girlfriend sitting next to him while he cried about it is great. Yeah, dude, it's always a bad idea to address stuff in this way, where you're crying, you're emotional about it. Like, just wait a few days and then do like a response if you have to publicly. Once you've made amends with the people directly involved, right? There's no reason to do this.
I'll give you like 5, just because I don't want to say it. So if you just give me like 5 minutes, I'll talk about it.
Deny. Yeah, the Roderick method. His wife cheated on him anyway. I don't know that that's true. I haven't seen any evidence of that, but whatever the case is, the bigger problem people had is not the infidelity part of it. It's the fact that he was paying for deepfake AI, which a lot of like female streamers see as a very big issue because it takes away their agency or in their identity, right? Because if they don't want to be sexualized and this website is sexualizing them against their will, making fun of them, you know, they think that's wrong. And I think there are legal avenues actually to fight against that, which we'll get into in a second.
Hey, I'm not trying to get arts or anything. I'm gonna talk about it in 5 minutes. I just don't want too many crazy comments.
It's very uncomfortable. It's extremely uncomfortable to listen to.
I think like 11:45. Okay, so what I want to say is, so I already feel I'm deeply embarrassed about this. I'm embarrassed. I'm angry at myself. I just feel so stupid. But I just, before I go into the apology, because I think it feels weird if you use a but later, I just want to say a couple facts early. I want to get them out of the way, because it's only because I was torturing myself reading LSF comments that made me feel sick to my stomach, and they're way too far. They took it way too far. So I don't know if I should include this or not, but I have the receipt thing right here. It's from the exact same day that clip is from. All right, there's no pattern of behavior. It's not months and months. It was just one video on the same day, and I just stupidly left the tab open, and it was at 2 a.m. on the night before when Ari was out of town. And again, there's no excuse for it. I'm not.
This is like a Vosh moment. This is like that Vosh clip where he's like, oh, it's like, did we have that clip anywhere? The clip where he opens his lolly folder on accident. I definitely have it. I have it somewhere in here. Yeah, here we go. This clip is fire. This was posted to the Drama Alert Twitter account. Influencer Vosh labeled after he accidentally opens cartoon CP while streaming. This is gross.
You can see this is an example of the kind of structure that I'm referring to.
It's basically that kind of moment.
Defending anyway, I think this whole category of stuff is wrong. 100%. But I want people to know that, you know, because
why were you watching? on your normal Chrome, bro. Use incognito mode, okay? Just be a genius. Or as Tipster says, watch it on your phone like everyone else, like all the other gooners, okay? I don't know if he should have apologized live. I don't think he should have at this point at the very least.
The thing that hurt me the most is like, I've done a lot on the stream to like create a pattern of behavior where I really want, especially women on Twitch, to feel safer. Like
oh, brother.
We call booba spam cringe. We don't do that there. I've never made like a weird, I don't know, seat sniffing joke. I've never done anything like that. I've never done anything like that on this
We're
stream.
making women feel safe on our stream, guys. Women are safe on the Tom Dark stream. If you're a woman, you're safe. Except for me.
And we don't tolerate any sex behavior in the chat.
Atrioc needs to send. Yeah, Atrioc needs an upper decky real quick, dude. That would have fixed this entire thing.
Oh,
if she had one too.
Ban it on site, and like I've done this consistently over and over and over. And then at 2 a.m.
Thanks for the dono, I
guess.
guess.
I've been watching so much. I've been reading so much AI stuff. I'm reading all this stuff about AI and
I was like, what if I bust a nut?
Music, deepfake art, and everything. And I'm in these discords, and I just feel so embarrassing. But I was on. Dude, I was on a regular ass normal website and there was an ad. There's an ad on every video for this. So I know other people must be clicking it because it's on every video for a deepfake thing. And then I click it and I'm in this rabbit hole. And at 2 a.m. I don't know. I got morbidly curious and I clicked something. And it's gross. It's gross and I'm sorry. I really am.
So he clicked it. He paid, I don't know, it was like $5 or $10 or something for this. And the reaction from streamers was pretty angry. And I know some people know this, but I'm building a narrative here. There's a reason why I'm going through all of this. And Cutie Cinderella was one of the people that responded, and she didn't have the most positive response. Not that she necessarily should.
I think Ludwig swings both ways.
Unironically, I have asked dead ass.
Really?
Yeah.
Is this the clip?
Did he get his ear?
I think it's called Can Atrioc Come Back, I think is the name of it. Yeah, this is it.
The reason I brought up all the Atriocs is this was why I was like the T is because today I've been texting his wife.
And to be clear, this is his best friend's girl who was also she had like fake news in that site basically, right?
And I had to tell his wife that I'm no longer interested in having any sort of relationship with either of them. Because what do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
Is there a route back for them? Or?
I don't know. I think what's frustrating is because I had to do just like so angry.
Every YouTube video has a different fucking volume, so I have to constantly adjust it so it doesn't rape my ears. Hold on.
It's so anger inducing because like the first thing he did was go live and apologize to his stream. He didn't apologize to any of the women. He apologized.
And she's right here. You know what? You cannot like Cutie Cinderella. You can find her insufferable, but she's right. Like, he should have just apologized to the people actually involved rather than his stream. That was really dumb. Who cares about the stream? They're just the ones who, like, found out about it first. The people that actually, you know, hurt, for the people that hurt, are her buddies, his friends, his coworkers, his peers in the Twitch space.
And it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that apology was definitely a Marketing Monday L.
Definitely emotional. You know, he's thinking, and it's
Marketing Monday L. Jesus.
Been friends with this guy for years, and I'm
not
just
good
like,
marketing.
Can I ask a really difficult question?
Yeah.
This is a very human question.
That's fine.
Right?
I like
this is
being
kind
human.
of like a Christ-like. Does sin happen in the mind or does it happen in the action? If Atrioc had jerked off to the thought of these women or to their like Instagram,
dude, I don't know.
Is it as bad as the act of actively pursuing deepfake?
Yes, it's worse when you pursue deep.
Is it as bad? I don't think it's as bad. I mean, it's still cheating, you know? It's still cheating. It's a different kind of cheating, but it's still cheating. Listen, guys, I'm gonna have to take that I think watching a relationship is cheating, you know? I think it is. I don't think you should do that. I'm not gonna say I'm the moral arbiter of this because I've been in asshole relationships and I have cheated on girls. Actually cheated. So I'm not trying to position myself above these people, but I think it's bad to do. I think it is cheating. I mean, think about it. You're literally fantasizing about another woman. And it's not just a thought. You're actively to it. You're actively off. There's no investment, no cheating. Well, then is it not cheating if you just another woman and you're not investing in her? That's still cheating.
You pay 100%.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Yeah, it's definitely worse. But we could call my dad. He's in the Bishop Brick if you want. You could tell him. Imagine. He'd be like, oh.
Fantasizing and do anything. Well, obviously, if you're a man, right, you have thoughts. You're going to have thoughts with other women like, oh, that girl's hot, that girl's hot. But if you're actively masturbating to the thought of another woman while you're in a relationship with one, I think the girl you're dating has a right to be upset. If you cheated, explain why you should take advice while not cheating. I'm not saying you should take my advice. I'm just saying it is. I'm not saying you shouldn't take my relationship advice. That's my relationship advice is going to be probably bad.
a very difficult ethical question about
He's got
deepfake
the
porn.
No. I think again, like I said, I think I could forgive.
What if my girlfriend's also watching? Well, if she's cool with it, then I guess it's not cheating. If you've agreed on that.
If he would have like called me on a Tuesday and he's like, "Hey, I looked at this 3 weeks ago. I'm so sorry."
I think if you wouldn't be okay with your partner doing it, you shouldn't do it. Yeah.
I think I could find a place and like I could forgive him for that. But the problem is that the platform and the wildfire that it spread is just like it feels so unrepairable at this point. And also me being like I jump in. I want to fix stuff, so I jump into action. Even though I'm crying, I get all these girls that were as many as I could, and I'm like DMing them asking if they're okay. And I'm telling Atrioc, I'm like, I know this company because I used to pay a company
weird to call a guy
that
becoming
cleans
a member.
websites for photos of you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I said to him, I said, you are paying for every single girl to get clean. I said, I'm like, you're doing it. You're paying for
that would cost?
80 to 100K.
Yeah, have that kind of bread.
I don't care.
God damn.
That's how I feel. I genuinely don't care because he caused the harm. He has to fix it. But the problem is like, finally I got to this point and then like, you know, he apologizes and he sends me an apology. I said, why are you apologizing to me? You haven't apologized to Pokey. You haven't apologized to Maya. And I said, why the fuck do I keep telling you what to do? This is like, you can't say you're sorry if you're not doing fucking anything without me telling you to do it. Like, I'm done. I can't keep helping you. This is crazy.
I mean, devil's advocate, I agree with everything you say.
Yeah.
He never intended to be the typhoid Mary of deepfake.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
He didn't want to be this guy.
I think the fact that
So the question here is, can Atrioc recover? Can Atrioc recover? And for his personal relationships, I've heard people say he's still friends with Ludwig now or whatever, and he hangs out with him. I don't know if that's true. We're gonna try to find that on stream. But what I can say is that he kind of did recover. He kind of did recover. And if you look at his channel right now, I've been watching him lately, and I think the videos are good. Marketing Monday is back, and it's a good show. The $1 billion war for Blue. You can see I watched this. I watched this one. I watched that video. I watched that video. I have another account where I've watched more of these, and he also has another channel called Big A that I've been watching, which is also pretty good, where he does like more off the cuff clips of him just talking to chat, and they're good videos. They are genuinely good videos. Now, why was he able to make a comeback? Why was he able to make a comeback? Well, whatever you think about what he did, whatever you think is right or wrong, he did genuinely make an effort to change. He genuinely made an effort to change, to not do that again. And not only that, he also made an effort to go after the people involved and spent a lot of his own money on it. He made an effort to right his wrongs. He made a video about this. It's titled 6-Month Update. It's after he left the internet for 6 fucking months. And he talked about what he did, which is basically seeking out these companies, hiring lawyers, and getting the deepfake AI of these girls taken down. He wasn't even watching deepfakes of Cutie, so why would Ludwig care? Well, he wasn't watching deepfakes of Cutie, but he was paying a website that has them on there, so he was like funding it. So that's obviously part of the complaint, right? That's part of the complaint. Ludwig made a pretty interesting video about this where he talked about his feelings on it. I have it somewhere here. Here we go. Talking about the situation.
You know why you're here?
Keep in mind, Atrioc was like one of his best buddies.
So let's talk about Atrioc. Normally when I make a mogul mail, it's a pretty simple process. I just find a topic I'm interested in, I do research on the topic, and I give my take. That's it. But for the first time ever, I felt pressure to make this video. It hasn't even been 48 hours since Atrioc, one of my friends, was revealed on stream alt-tabbing, which exposed that he paid for a deep website of streamers, of his coworkers. Pretty much every woman you can think of on Twitch or YouTube, my girlfriend included.
Why is Ludwig famous? I think he initially got famous because he was doing Super Smash stuff, and then he just kind of went from there and just became like a variety streamer.
He did say in his apology that, you know, it was a video of someone he didn't know in real life, but I don't really think the nuance matters. Some people were mad at me in my DMs and they tweeted at me that I've taken so long to make this video, but I hope you get that I prioritized being a boyfriend to my girlfriend, who's had a very shit past couple of days, over being like mogul male guy. But then when I sat down to think of like, okay, what am I supposed to say here? What is my take? It didn't feel like there was any other take to have than the one.
Was he part of the Carson Squad back in the day? No, not really. I don't think he was even a member of the Lunch Club. Was he? Club Carson. Yeah, this thing. Was he a member of? No, he wasn't even a member of that. He probably did collabs with Call Me Carson, but he wasn't like a member of the Lunch Club or anything.
Expressed by all the women online. So rather than tell you a random dude's opinion on all this, I figured I would just show you some of the tweets that I thought.
I think we know what the women are going to say.
It's worth reading all of that. I'll put it in the description. And any more of the tweets from the women who are streaming or who were on this website or who are a part of what happened here. I don't want to like be a defender of Atrioc, you know? Like that's not what I want to do. Like I do believe, maybe naively, as the guy who's been scammed for $50,000, that he isn't like a shitty, seedy person who's like secretly jacking off to my girlfriend. Like I don't think that's that guy. I think he fucked up. But sometimes like that's enough. Like one fuck up is enough. And like I just hope from here, he just takes all the steps and all the actions, you know, to make it better. Like that there's some good that comes out of this because of the guilt, the remorse he feels, and how he views himself in trying to show he is the man that he thinks and maybe I believe is still in him.
So what could he possibly do from that? What could he possibly do, right? What could he possibly do to right these wrongs people feel like, right? You're talking about like he killed a hooker. I mean, you could say the reaction is somewhat overblown, but, you know, people are mad about it. They have a right to be mad about it in general, you know? Imagine you're dating a girl and you find out that somebody is jerking off to a website with deep fake AI nudes on there, right? Have you groomed 2 children at the same time? Is that cheating? Obviously not, Seth. Well, he made this video. This video is a 10-minute long video called 6-month update. He said, yo, hope this isn't too somber. Honestly, just want to give an update, talk about progress, and express some excitement at the return of the editing team for upcoming vids. And this is him saying he's coming back. He's coming back to YouTube completely. And the comments are pretty positive. Wish me luck at my orchestra concert. Good luck, buddy. My best buddy in college. He I guess he was an orchestra major. He played violin very well. I think it's actually super inspiring to see a creator be held accountable and they don't just disappear for a few months, give a half-hearted apology, continue like nothing happened, but rather say I'm going to make a change in myself and I'm going to fight this industry to make up for my mistakes. The excitement of them getting the payments taken down isn't fake, as you can tell. Love to see it. And here's what he said.
It's been 6 months since I've updated here, and I wanted to give you an update on what I've been working on and the progress we've been making.
So keep in mind, he lost 6 months of income. He wasn't posting. 6 months of YouTube, Twitch income. When he wasn't streaming, he wasn't doing anything. And he spent a lot of money on this. He spent a lot of money
in getting stuff taken down. I have an update video 3 months ago on my VOD channel that I think you should check out. Actually, 2 of those. I'll link them in the description below that kind of cover who I've been working with, how long I've been working with them, the process, everything in a lot more detail. But I'll give you the short version. In February, I spent about $60,000 with a law firm that was already working with a lot of online women creators to get stuff taken down. This was already stuff they've been working with before. They knew this team. I was just helping pay for it. I didn't know shit about shit, to be honest. But during those months, February, March, I started asking a lot of questions.
He literally only went for the industry as damage control. I mean, I don't know, maybe. You know what, Seth? You can argue with me about it. I think he wanted to do the right thing. I think he thinks he's doing the right thing and he's making up for his misdeeds, okay? I don't think it's just damage control. I think Atrioc is probably a decent person. I think he's probably a decent person.
And I found out that, this stuff was very, very expensive and very, very manual and very, very slow. So, for example, you could...
The thing is, like, you can say it's damage control, but he spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for damage control. So, whatever his intention is, like, the results kind of speak for themselves with what he wanted to do, right?
And thousands of dollars for one woman in a month to get maybe 100 things taken down. Sometimes it was like 50, 40, 20. And so, because it's using a full lawyer's time to make the DMT takedown, they can only do so many a month, and they charge very much by the hour. So very expensive. By March and April, I started to work with a company called Caritas DMCA, which was originally developed by a man named Dan Purcell to help OnlyFans creators with like leaks of their paywalled content. But it turns out that technology could have other applications that were very useful. And
leaks of their paywalled content, lol.
Basically what it does is it helps scan
100K, okay. It wasn't just 100K. I think it was a few 100,000. We'll see in this video, but we're at 100K right now.
The internet, it's like a bot, and automatically issue DMT takedowns the second it
Keep in mind, he wasn't making money during that. He was just bleeding money entirely.
Infringing content. And so we started a test with who was very kind and gracious enough to work with us. We did a test with... I had just gotten something like, for thousands of dollars, maybe 50 things taken down in a month using the legal lawyer method. And with our first...
My technology allows horses to catch leaks of their anal fluids. It's called a vacuum.
Our first
HVAC.
day of using Caritas DMCA with we were able to get 500 things taken down at a fraction of the cost. So it was.
The thing is, people in chat say, "Who cares?" I mean, you don't have to have personal investment in it if you're not involved. Like, I don't think the audience should personally be that invested in whatever's happening here, right? But for the actual women involved, obviously they're going to be pissed at him, right?
It's an awesome test. It was a big first step, and it got me motivated. So that was my update like 3 months ago. We were just starting that. Well, it's been 3 months, and I'm here to give you an update on how that test sort of went, or how the full-fledged thing went with all the other creators, because we expanded this to a lot of women. My goal at the end of this time period, this 6-month period, was to spend my budget, which was $100,000. And that's a significant amount of my savings. I know that creators throwing money at stuff is not always an apology. And I totally get that. I chose an amount that was like a serious amount, impactful amount to my savings. And I chose to commit time and effort to it as well. I didn't just want to have money, but I set the $100,000 budget. We ended up spending about $122,000, a little bit over that. And my goal was to get 100,000 things taken down. That was my big dream, which was a massive number when we first started, because to do that with the lawyer method would...
Tom, would you be interested in covering a 200,000 sub Roblox YouTuber who on the surface is the friendliest in the community, but is insanely toxic and disgusting behind the scenes? Maybe. I already covered the Noah Samson stuff. Thank you. We out here.
Have taken more money than anyone I know has. I mean, that it would have taken millions, and we only had $100,000 to do it. Well, we didn't hit that number. We smashed it. I'm super, super proud to say that as of, as of July 9th, we got 193,000 things taken down. And 400,000 DMCA requests submitted. So just, it's going to cost $9 million, I think is our estimate based on the previous method. And we did it with 120,000, which is just, it's fucking awesome. And this is for a lot of people. So
120,000.
Again, and 3 months ago, I put out the word.
That's a lot.
That we wanted.
That's a lot of money. I would never do that. I would never do that. Okay. If somebody called me out for something like this, I would take that 120,000 and I would buy what would I buy? What would I buy for $120,000? Ooh, maybe like an M5, and then I'd spend the rest of it or something on toys, like Lego sets, maybe. But you know what? I think he thinks he's doing the right thing. I think he's genuinely trying to
deal with either deepfakes or creep shots or any sort of thing that was impacting their online experience to reach out, and we could help try and get stuff taken down for them. And it happened, including extremely big creators like Amaranth, and then smaller creators who obviously I'll keep anonymous, but they reached out and we were able to get tons of stuff taken down for them, including, for the smaller creators, sometimes it would be like they only had one thing they wanted taken down, and we'd get 100% of the things taken down, literally get their, their internet experience clean. And that was very gratifying. It was, they were genuinely grateful, and it felt like we were actually making a difference. So I felt pretty pumped about that.
So as we can see here, he did his best to make amends. He did his best to make amends with this. He did his best to, right the wrongs that he committed, to get back in the good graces. I think it could be argued he did the right thing. And now his channel's back and he's doing pretty well. I mean, if you go to his channel right now, you can see he's been posting, a decent amount since that video, right? Over the past 9 months since that came out. Here's a 6-month update. What does this mean? Tweets so bad they make Elon quit. We might be doomed. And I've been enjoying the Marketing Monday episodes. I was recommended him by a friend, and I was like, oh, he's cringe, whatever. My brother was like, watch him, and I was like, he's the deepfake gooner guy. Who fucking cares? But his videos are actually, they're pretty good for what they are. I like them. I think his videos are good. The content itself is good. It's pretty interesting. I don't really care for the quiz or whatever the fuck this is, but this Bluey video was interesting. TikTok financial advice. This video is pretty interesting.
2 times now, we have ventured into the world of TikTok financial advice, and 2 times we have emerged confused and smarter.
It's a little cringe, but that's like all stream content, right? I think the videos are pretty good. I enjoy them quite a bit. They're very informational. If anyone in chat wants to see some good content, okay, definitely check this out. And he's made a major comeback. Now, I have managed to find some tweets of people being very mad about the fact he's made a comeback, right? Because the people in the Twitch community will hold on to this forever. Here we see this guy saying, anytime I see a male YouTuber willingly collab with Atrioc, a part of me dies inside. And quite frankly, I really don't care. He spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on shutting it down. Don't buy deepfake for your colleagues. At Coney, fucking, I'm tagging him. What the hell, dude? Because this guy, I guess, hung out with him. And I think that's a pretty cringe take. I think you should be willing to let people right their wrongs and come back. I think you should be willing to let them do that. I don't think you should hold it against them forever. Even if you didn't apologize, I don't think you should hold it against him forever. But given the fact that he has made a concerted effort to take down the content that he was, paying for in the first place, I think you should let him come back. I do. I don't think it should be up to these random people. This guy says, the return of Atrioc to content creation and the wide acceptance by other creators creates a very interesting conversation on whether good deeds outweigh bad deeds. I feel like not enough people are talking about it. It's hard to have a conversation about stuff like this in good faith online. Often leads to circular discourse that accomplishes a whole lot of nothing but pissing off everyone involved. Hot take, but I don't care what the guy does. I barely knew who he was before anyway. And this is the take from the majority of the audience, and I think a lot of people don't understand. Like, they just like his Marketing Monday videos. They don't really care that he lost his friendships with various streamers. They're not really that worried about that, It's not the most concerning thing in the world to them. This person said a shit ton of YouTubers seem to have forgotten that Atrioc literally watched AI deepfake porn of one of his best friend's girlfriends. I mean, he said he didn't watch that. We don't know that he watched the deepfake AI of his friend's girlfriend. We know he watched it of other streamers, but how does he have a platform? Did I miss something? And this is the thing that you have to realize. People like Fax Blubber in the Twitter discourse ultimately doesn't have that much impact on society. If somebody makes good content, if somebody tries to right the wrongs that they did, if somebody does their best to push on, then they can be forgiven in the eyes of the audience, at the very least, in an ability where they can make content. And now he's making content, he's succeeding at it. He's doing pretty well. So yeah, I think he just jerks it now to another device, but he gets the benefit from a self-righteous faux campaign. Why do you think he's being dishonest? I'm curious why you're so confident he's being dishonest, because there are a lot of like dishonest YouTube apologies or whatever, but it seems to me like he's being pretty honest with his apology and his intentions and what he wants to do here. So I mean, you can say the controversy from the beginning is cringe and not that big of a deal. I get why the girls were mad. I don't personally care that much because I don't fucking know them. I wasn't hurt by what he did. It's not really my problem. But at the same time, he clearly has tried his best to make amends and do the right thing. So yeah, You said the audience doesn't care? Well, the audience cares to an extent. I think they would still watch him regardless, like some portion of them, but ultimately the real people that do care, I think in this case or the people that should care are his friends. These people shouldn't really care. This is just like parasocial. Well, this guy was fine. Deftones enjoyer, whoever this fucking guy is. He had an interesting question he posed, which is ultimately why I decided to make this video, right? Maybe he was just goon stimming while streaming, probably. But in my opinion, the thing that was the most overblown from this entire thing was Ethan Klein laughing about this, which was pretty funny, and he ended up apologizing after, which is fucking stupid. But I thought the Ethan Klein clip of him laughing at this was hilarious. Ethan goes goblin mode, which is somewhat related to gorilla mode for those who don't know.
Oh, here it is. Sorry, my bad. Here it is.
He apologized for this in a pretty cringe way, in my opinion. He didn't need to apologize. This was really funny.
Yo, this is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. Genuinely, probably. And I'm sure everyone in the world would tell me not to go live right now. I'm sure everyone would. I'm like, don't even want to look at my phone. I'm sure everybody would. Fucking internet.
See, you can see he's trying not to laugh here.
Fuck the fucking internet.
He's trying not to laugh.
Why?
Come on, let's go. I'm waiting for the beat to drop. Look at his face. This is the thing. You can tell that like the real Ethan deep down is actually kind of a funny person. And he's just put on this fucking fake act where he's like, you know, with iDubbbz or Anissa, he's talking about, oh, well, we decided we want to conduct ourselves a little bit differently.
Well, when we've realized the problem with you is that we both used to be like edgy comedians and we were a part of the larger commentary community.
He used to be an edgy comedian. Keep that in mind.
What is going on with you?
Sorry, don't mind me.
If you were able to look at women,
yeah.
selling
Fire
off of
skibbity roasting over an open yacht.
being seen sexually.
And he ended up apologizing for this, which is so you can make jokes about shit. You can make jokes about things. It doesn't really matter. It's fine. But he ended up apologizing, this being like, I don't know what's wrong with me. It's like you let people make you feel bad for this, dude.
Follow me or aware of me.
Chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
Hello, everybody. I wanted to come here and discuss. Stop. The situation with Cutie Cinderella. I didn't really have a good opportunity to discuss it on the podcast, and I did want to say something publicly about it.
What are the comments like on this? I'm curious. Of course, it wasn't sensitive. It didn't come from a place of malice. I totally relate to Ethan for laughing during an inappropriate time because I feel awkward and uncomfortable. True. It's natural to laugh at stuff like that.
Oh, forgive me for putting it on this channel. I'll probably also talk about it on Thursday and Friday.
I'm sorry. There's just no way. I gotta watch the Chestnuts again. I have to watch the Chestnuts again. Okay, it's just too good. It's just too good. Chestnuts roasting over an open fire.
Benefiting off of what is going on?
He says turn it off. He probably asked him to play it.
Actually.
Yeah, the mad girl. We're gonna cut to the mad girl in a second. She's really mad. We call her Big Red over here.
You're a monster, dude.
They all think it's hilarious.
Crazy.
Let's see her
Why
face.
did you do that?
It's like,
Zach,
where
what
is
the
it?
fuck, bro?
Yeah. Go. Yeah. It's not funny, guys. Look, guys, I really fucked up. I made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment. It's funny. You can't not laugh over that. Why the long face? Yeah, what? Why the long face?
But I just want
she big mad.
Kind of
She is
discuss
big
it
mad.
with you guys. So on Monday's episode, we were covering the news that one of these Twitch streamers got caught paying for a deep fake subscription for one of his and featuring some of his colleagues on Twitch. And we were covering that story.
Pain. This section is titled Pain. He titled it Pain.
And that's the part that kind of sucks for me the most, is that someone who I actually really want to support may have felt worse on an already difficult situation because of my careless and very, very inappropriate and gross and stupid behavior, right?
Keep in mind, this is what he's talking about.
Oh, hi. What is being seen sexually? Who are not selling themselves or benefiting.
Meanwhile, this is the same guy who wants to conduct himself differently now, which is just a fucking farce.
The problem with you is that we both used to be like edgy comedians and we were a part of the larger commentary community. And as we've aged, we've realized that, you know, you want to conduct yourself differently.
Well, when you start interacting
caring
with the actual world and you're not in your bedroom creating
the actual world.
Like
in the actual world, people don't find jokes funny, dude. In the actual world, in the real world, people don't find jokes funny. No, what you're interacting with is these fucking losers on Twitch who you can't laugh about anything, okay? I get why these girls were mad about Atrioc, but you can fucking make jokes about it. If you're a comedian, you can make jokes about dark, edgy subjects, serious subjects, okay? You can do that. That's what comedians fucking do. When you leave your bedroom, you actually realize what's real and what's not, man. No.
Being in your bedroom for 19 hours, creating a hit piece on someone, basically, like, and you actually interact with human beings, you sort of realize like that.
Yeah, you actually interact with human beings. And who is he interacting with? Who the fuck is he interacting with? Who are these actual human beings? Oh, it's OTK. By the way, this is the entire reason that they wasted all that money on Creator Clash, because they wanted to be friends with this fucking crowd.
Thank you. I'm not a fan of this type of my negative FKP if I'm not in some sort of costume. That was last week. You weren't here last week. Did you bring any food? I didn't. It got confiscated. So you have any extra?
Look at how uncomfortable this guy looks. Why is he doing that with his hands? What the fuck? What the fuck? Can I recreate that with my? How do you do that? You gotta it's like this is how I walk into a fucking room. What are you doing, dude? Stop. So yeah, that's the deal with Atrioc. You know, it's cool to see him come back. You know what? I think the women involved had a right to be kind of mad. As for the audience, it's like if the actual people involved forgive him, you can't still be mad at him, right? And even if they don't, just because you have negative relationships with other creators because of something you did doesn't mean you can't make content. How does he have a platform? Because he makes videos on YouTube. You can't ban him. He makes videos.